tough. Impossible, tough, easy, normal. What do you think? A normal again?
Yeah. Normal seemed kind of the sweet spot of, we can't just no-brain through this. Hey, now I'm the healer.
There you go.
Anyway, I was going to bring up for not so knockoff Rito. He might be a guy to ping for Diablo hardcore.
Yeah, it's always been the thing where I could never find enough people who would be interested in it. I think Jonas likes it.
Okay, but good luck getting Jonas for anything.
Yeah.
Shall we deal with this?
Pretty much.
He's good for memes.
He's great. I did my first episode of Solo Wholesome Craft last night. I recorded it, and Jonas was on, and I said hi. I said hi, Jonas, and he said hi, and I say hi to YouTube, and he said uh-oh, and then it said Jonas died to lava.
Yeah.
Just literally immediately.
I can't tell if he's memeing or
I don't know. I think it's just I think it's half and half. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. Oh. I did forget what my class does. I know it's, what is it? I stab, and then I right click
your chakram, which is pretty dang good.
Oh yeah, and I did. I upgraded my skill damage by 40%, so I should probably use that. And warp. Oh, okay. So I have a different. Whoa, that's pretty cool. That's instead of the invisible. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll just warp to the nearest enemy and do a bunch of damage to them.
That's pretty cool.
At least I'm pretty sure that's the case for it.
Sure seems like it. I hope it'll go directly at the enemy. Otherwise, aim and a dash seems a little tough.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Is this all you have?
Watch me jump.
Okay, I love it.
Sneak past you.
I really have to get used to the fact that I warp to where I'm aiming.
Yeah, you got that little teleport thing.
Wow, what is that? Okay, that must have been an enemy attack.
I put my nails in.
Yeah, going for skill damage seems like it might be busted. Just like
yeah, I know there's an item that gives you like a flat damage bonus as well.
Ooh.
There, we can go.
Wow. Also, I'm just always a sucker for anything like with the barbarian, just anything that lets me jump up into the air.
Yep.
It adds verticality to a game that shouldn't have it.
Getting Great Leap for Chapter 2 in Diablo 2 was always just the most insane thing.
Yeah.
It always felt so good. It's like, hey, you know this like horrible labyrinth that's impossible to navigate? Not anymore.
Yeah, with the goat man. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Wait, what's?
I'll not you.
Oh, it's an. Yo, okay. Is that what you're talking about? The thing that's the
yeah,
enemy
the
attack?
like giant wild spine thing that makes no sense.
Yeah. I think it's a wall and an attack at the same time.
Have powered me up.
This seems like the perfect drunk on a Friday night college game.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do you like Castle Crashers, but you want to try a bit more?
Yeah.
But, like, you don't want to try too much.
Yeah, where your stats actually matter as opposed to just kind of determining what specific role you're in.
Yeah. Is there always stuff over here?
I think there is. Usually like a secret mini-boss.
Hello.
The one that wrecked us. Yep.
Brush it off.
Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, that skull is terrifying.
Incoming.
Ah.
Ask in the darkness.
Oh my god. Now Boris and I are back here. Sorry, I'm just dying.
It's okay.
There we go.
I'm not used to this whole dodge where your mouse is thing, so I keep dodging.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got to heal. I just gotta find you. Whoop. Never mind.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just poke from afar. You can get me in a second.
I'd rather crawl on warm
Oh.
sand.
There.
Okay.
Stand
Heal.
near. I will heal.
I'll not.
There we go.
Thank you. Overkill. Jump up in the air and suplex a box. Just gotta get that gold.
It's a very Disgaea maneuver.
I don't know what this guy is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
It's okay. It's a it's just a JRPG, but all the attacks are like really over the top after a certain point.
What is it that? What's unique about it? Because I hear so many people talk about it.
The plots are kind of decent. It kind of avoids a lot of standard JRPG tropes, which inherently makes it more interesting for me.
Already a step up.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, you know in most games how the grind is like super boring?
Yeah.
Disgaea comes out the other side and becomes interesting again.
Like the grind is still a fun part.
Kind of, maybe. I don't know. I'd almost have to like talk to Vladimir about it just for a little bit to see what his thoughts are before I could really put it into words.
Up ahead.
Yeah.
I just always liked it because the plots were actually like pretty decent.
Worth paying
whenever
attention
I play,
to.
Yeah, whenever I play anything like
Be this painful, eh?
specifically like a Japanese game, I find myself hating one or all of the characters.
Yeah.
And that usually they either exhibit some kind of really crappy trope or some kind of overt.
Oh wait, do we have to?
Watch me jump.
We have to do something
right?
here.
Probably. I guess we just have to hit.
Oh,
Wait,
reach
hit
the
all the
treasure
buttons and-
before the time runs out. Yep, we got distracted. It's
Boo.
okay.
I didn't. I was not.
It's
Not
okay.
ready
Heal
to
for
try.
healing.
Thank you.
But
But-
in the Disgaea games, at least, some of the characters are trophy, but none of them feel hateable, which is something that I rather appreciate.
Yeah. It seems like a massive plus. I feel like whenever I hear JRPG, the first thing that comes to my mind is I don't have time for it.
Yes.
Is it like a?
Oh yeah,
Is it very much a long experience?
always. I don't think I've ever played a reasonable length JRPG.
Mana
Yeah.
replenished.
It seems like it's generally like part of it. Which I don't know. That's why I liked Star Renegades.
Yes.
It's like a compact JRPG.
Yeah, I beat my first run of that game and I was like, and I'm done. This was good.
Yeah.
I liked this.
I really like. I loved my first run, and I would like to go back and do a second run because it seems like you can change up a decent amount. It seems like more than I thought you'd be able to.
Is this all you have?
But
I'm positive we can deal
one of those
with
things
this.
where it's just like, well,
Like a mouse.
you know, people stop being interested, so it's like I could keep going, but there's just so much to play.
Yeah, there's just no time. I had that
There's
problem with their
never
previous
time.
game. It's like, oh, this is a fantastic game. Oh no, this is way too long. And so
Yeah.
every major update was about making the game shorter, which I kind of appreciated. We're going down, by the
Yeah.
way.
Okay. Oh yeah, it says lock. It has a lock there, of course.
Yeah, we've got the time limit of get back to the Great Bell tolls left. Like I think we're on a
Yeah.
timer.
Okay. I wish
Yeah.
that
I
it
can
showed
feel
you on the
the
mini
energy
map.
swirling in me.
It's kind of weird. It doesn't.
Oh, like where I am. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
it doesn't show. It's kind of weird. There's like a couple little things that have to do with if it's going to be like very much focused on a party based.
Yeah,
system,
being able
I
to
feel
see
like
that
they
other
should
player would be huge.
Put another player on the map would be a big deal. Like it does help that they have to be in
Incoming.
the little environment you're in. Like they can't be too far, but still, some of the rooms are kind of big.
Be this painful.
Also, map button, like just a regular old map button.
They're coming.
Quick heal.
Come here. I will restore you.
Oh no!
Not
Oh,
this
no.
again.
What's the strap for these ones?
Gosh,
these the
I've already
clone
forgotten.
makers? Oh, they're the ones where stay away from Big Skull, I think, is their strategy.
Yep.
Don't mess with me,
Here,
Bastion.
I'm gonna make you invincible. Oh, no, I made myself invincible. Well,
That's okay.
Not clear of the story.
I mean, I know they put scary circles on the ground. That's like step one that they do.
Let us pray together.
Quick like a mouse.
just, yeah, the tank is
Oh, no!
virtually mortal. Oh, you're down. Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. He's got their attention.
I'll do the same for you.
Here, you got a shield.
Thank you. Okay. I'll try to make use of it for now.
Woo.
Before it inevitably goes away. Oh, boy.
Embrace the water. Must.
Oh, no. Scary skull.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go down again just to...
For the dead.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Oh, mana orb.
There we go. I'll follow you around like a puppy. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like just the right amount of attention needs to be paid.
Yeah,
And it's-
without
and it's
being
like-
too punishing if you
Yeah.
goof.
It's like the fact that you can. It would be so annoying if there was like if you go down, you're down forever.
Yep. I always hate games
that's
like that.
so- I just don't like that.
So part of the reason why we're not getting Blight, by the way, is because we are playing with each other. Every adventure reduces our Blight by 15. So there's a very real possibility we don't gain any Blight at all.
That could probably be why we don't see any. Yeah, that would make sense. Ooh, lifesteal. I could get a
Hey.
lifesteal item. Okay. More. Do you want to do a super tough one?
I could do a super tough one. Who do you want to be?
I mean, is there anyone that you feel like you haven't played as much as you wanted to see them all? Because I have seen them all by now.
Yeah, I've
I've
seen
won.
them all too. So
Okay.
I'm up for whomever.
Okay. I feel like I kind of want to just be this desert mouse again. I kind of
Okay.
like it. So
I'll-
whichever
I'll-
you want to be.
I'll be Malboris again.
Malboris. Okay. Okay, especially if we have a bot, I think I am going to go for a lifesteal item. That sounds like a good call. Okay. What do you think of the art style? And
I like
the
it.
2D and 3D kind of.
I always have a soft spot for 2D, mainly just because that's what I can do. So whenever I see 2D stuff, I'm like, oh, I know how they do that. I know exactly how they do that. Or if I don't, then I'm really interested. Whereas 3D, I'm much more disconnected to. And
Yeah.
it also just always feels stiffer. Even though, like, in a lot of cases, like 2D, I'm looking at Malboris's heaving chest and it just looks kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, how do we feel about this?
Impossible, or we could do very hard. I can't imagine that's going to be much easier. It says it has 5 monsters instead of
Here,
6.
I see impossible 7 monsters. Let's go all in.
Okay. Nope. It looks like it's going to probably flip a coin. Oh.
Nope.
I didn't
we
know
go.
that we were gonna, I didn't change mine. All right. Well, very hard is probably still going to be very hard, I would imagine.
Well, no, I think this is the impossible one. It popped up for me.
Oh, yours said impossible?
Yeah.
Oh. Mine said very hard. Oh my god. New quest, use the blood skull. What? Place the blood skull on top of one of the altar's pillars.
Oh, we get to choose our path.
Oh. That's pretty cool too. I'm impressed by this. There's
Yeah.
more to this than I thought.
Fjord's ways are those of the
I
blade and shield.
I think that it could with some
Forge-born
updates
fight.
too. I think
Yeah,
it could
well,
really
it's-
good. I think it
it's only early access right now, so
yeah,
that gives-
screams that follow.
Sorry, Malboris is currently yelling. It's only early access, so there's a fair bit of time before this gets good? Question mark?
Yeah.
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 I've punched it.
And I think it had like a a rocky start due to the fact that it just, there were no bots until like a couple updates ago, which I think is a very fair thing to be like, kind of like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
For
Online only games are
almost
rough to
played.
begin with, and so having bots just in general. Did you ever play Guild Wars? Or no, not really.
Yeah. Totally.
I was a huge fan of Guild Wars 1, but the window of opportunity to even play the campaign quickly closed, especially once some of the expansions started coming out, and it was just kind of brutal playing it, because it was just like, all right, so I guess we'll find like a henchman healer, and eventually I had to roll monk just so I'd have a chance at seeing the end of the game.
Yeah. I was really. Guild Wars was one of those games where I played it for a bit and I like adored it. The first one, I adored it, and I just like stopped. Just stopped. I don't know. I just fell off. I think it's because I just can't juggle more than one MMO. And it's like Guild Wars 1 especially is like a very weird, like different feeling MMO. There's something about it.
It was much more story focused because it played like just a co-op game with kind of some MMO bits here and there. I almost feel like it would have been better if they just gone for like a Diablo loot system and just never had it be a strict MMO.
We can go through.
Let's see. But so the second expansion, Nightfall, just added player bots, and so if you had one friend, you could play through the entire game without having to worry about anything, and that was so nice.
That is nice. It's like I like that games they have more of like World of Warcraft added there's some thing to be said in both directions for it, the adding looking for raid to it. How I really like it because I've always been very into raiding like in World of Warcraft, and now like the expansion comes out and like I will go in to play the expansion like right before it's about to die. Like I'm probably gonna go in and play whatever the heck Battle for Azeroth's like raid stuff through the looking for raid system soon, and then just like ditch it just because I want to see it before it becomes outdated and it's basically impossible to play again in its like natural form.
Yep.
And I like that.
I think they're making it slightly more accessible with the squish though, from what I know.
Yeah. That could totally be. Oh yeah.
By shield, I stand ready.
Wait. Is it not? Did we not have it right? Do we have another skull? But of course, we opened up the bottom gate with the right skull.
Okay. This makes sense.
Useful.
Yeah. But it's also like how Hades has, Hades has the story mode where it's just like, you know what? It's just, if you want to see the story, play this.
Yeah.
It's not do whatever. Who cares? I like that. But at the same time, it like there's some like heart of World of Warcraft that I feel like got lost when, for the raiding scene when that comes in, and I do understand that.
Yeah.
How it.
Here for healing.
I'm on it.
Oh, here we go. We have to actually stand on this.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it just came down to you no longer had to know the people you were playing with as much as you used to. And so you lose that sense of community. Flip side, a lot of the people I raided with were terrible folks.
It's so true. It's so true. It's like I totally. But I think that losing that little thing where it both was super annoying to like have to sit in the main city, for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, looking for need one more DPS for this raid to fill out because our guild doesn't have enough in this team or whatever.
I
think that I don't know. I guess it's just like an optics thing where like it maybe felt more special just because it took more effort to start. Then when you got in and like it would probably fail, but then next week you'd get in and you would succeed, it would feel amazing because you went through so many extra hoops too.
I absolutely agree. I remember all of my like really early runs in Classic, the just going into the dungeons, trying to find people, not being able to find a tank, so I just decided to try and, like, tough it out as my shaman.
Yeah.
And, like, taking...
Not even off-spec, just a shaman.
Yeah, and just taking out Van Cleef with a bunch of just random people that, like, made it work. And I remember that to this day. I don't remember half of my, like, looking for group runs because they were too smooth.
Yeah.
I'll add this
Yeah.
to my collection.
Like
The ones I remember was where I'd queue up with a friend, and we would intentionally play terrible. So, oh god, what was it?
Ultimate power.
We would do... It was one of the, like, bronze dragon ones. The one where Arthas loses his mind. For the very first
Culling
time.
of Strathholm?
Yeah, there we go. Imagine Culling of Strathholm, but literally never stopping. Which works great when your group knows what they're doing, but instead it was just me as a healer, him as a tank, and our poor DPS was just, like, weeping because they had to sprint to keep up with the both of us. It was so good.
Yeah.
Charged up.
But, like, half the other ones? No. In one ear, out the other.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I definitely, like... I definitely remember, especially, like, doing some of the dungeons for the first time, too. Remember that.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, that sense of discovery was great.
Yeah. And that's why, like... The thing is, with looking for raid being introduced, you could join the raids of, like, whatever, 25 people, and you could legitimately do actually nothing. And
still
the raid
be
would
fine.
and still win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I would do. I would join and I would do like basically nothing, but literally just take in the environment because I've always just been fascinated by dungeon designs and everything in MMOs.
Yeah.
So I just go in and look. I would just watch basically and see what it's like because I don't know. It feels like you miss out if you don't see that content when it's like supposed to be seen.
There was a sweet spot for a little while, back before they made healing hard again, and the raids harder, that I very specifically remember why...
Don't get up soon.
I remember there was a sweet spot where healing was comically easy, save for like one or two fights, so I'd just sit there as a heal over time druid, just watching. Occasionally, you know, just chucking whatever the team heal on and then going back to watching for a while. And it was very cathartic and very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Shit, I wonder if they did another squish at this point.
I don't know. It's about that time where I'm going
to
destroy the little amount of free time I have.
Yep.
And go play. It's about that time. They delayed the expansion for the first time ever.
Yes,
for obvious reasons.
but they said they were still going to do the squish, which is ultimately what I care about. Because, like, I like World of Warcraft, but I don't have 120 hours worth of World of Warcraft in me anymore. Or not hours, 120 levels worth. I don't even know what that translates to hours, but that's scary.
Yeah. Well, I have like, if I go back now, I don't even know which character I play. I feel like I have like 20 max levels from all the special events they do where they're like, come join now and you get a free max level. Join now and the experience is up 50%. I'm like, every time I see that, I'm like, well, it's my time to go in and get another alt to max level that I'm not going to play.
Yeah. I probably am just going to roll my druid again and just not think about it.
Yeah. Well,
especially after they added the dual spec. It's like, all right, there we go.
Yeah.
That's easy.
By squish, like they're speeding up leveling process.
Max level goes down to 60.
Yeah, but are they making it faster?
Sort of. They're making it so that you can get from 1 to 50 in any of the expansions.
I love that. I love that.
Because, like, I never spent any time in any of the expansions. I have no idea what ever happened in Pandaria. Because I would be in Pandaria for 5 levels. Which was, like, half of the first zone. And then I would just leave.
True. It's true. That being said, I was, like, kind of neutral on Pandaria. But, you know, it's fun to see. Fun to see once The only expansion I never played when it was live was Cataclysm. Ooh. What are we missing? What are we missing?
Oh,
there's a
Torches
puzzle on
in the
back. Oh my
background.
god.
yeah.
We're not giving the game credit is what's
No,
happening.
we're not. We're just like, it not work. All torches bright. What do?
Yeah. I mean, just like it's because it's a Diablo-esque kind of like action RPG sort of thing. So you're like, the puzzle's not going to require you to think. It's going to be literally make all thing bright.
Yeah.
Make all shiny, make all bright.
I'll add this to my
But no, make some shiny, make most bright.
trial and error.
Oops. Yeah.
Take that.
Well, for an impossible dungeon, this ain't bad. But yeah, we've
not-
absolutely
yeah.
fallen into the podcast mode. Even if it is impossible, it's just kind of like, it's Diablo. Just walk forward, hit dude,
Yeah.
care a little bit, and then keep going.
So on yours, you saw impossible, because I feel like
Yeah.
I thought it was like the Mario Kart system where I pick one and you pick one, and then it just like, and then it randomizes between the choices.
Power.
But and on mine, I saw very hard.
Yeah,
But let's
well,
not say it's impossible, because then I'll feel better.
very impossible. How about that?
Very, very impossible.
Come to worship
Oh.
me.
Oh, she's
She has
worse.
even more tentacles.
Yeah, she's even got tentacles for biceps.
Oh boy.
Ow. It's the skulls. The only thing.
This mouse can fly.
Oh boy. Chorus, please. Thank you. This is gonna be where it's gonna be really put to the test, the bot healer.
The real
So
question
far,
is,
so fun.
yeah, so far so actually decent.
Incoming.
He's real bad with the shields, I've noticed. You were very good
Yeah.
with them in comparison.
I mean,
Ow.
it's kind of like, well, because how do you program presumption? You know,
Yeah.
you have to. I feel like if they figured out the code to make those characters, this character know when to put on the shield correctly, then we got an AI uprising.
Like a blade.
Music's dang good.
Yeah, I'm like, this fight is good, like
Yeah.
cool and good. Phase 2, we've entered phase 2. This really feels like a party MMO dungeon thing here. Oh, no.
Which is something I beg for, I think, with a lot of games, that like if MMOs could function like this fully,
Yeah,
and I think we're maybe like a couple years from that.
yeah. Oh my, I'm still alive.
Is he? Oh, jerk.
There we go. There we go. DPS phase. DPS phase. Yeah, this is full on. Oh, this is
Yep.
full on MMO dungeon right here. And
Watch
then
it
now we're in
skull.
phase 2 still. Oh. Yeah, the skull is like, that's the thing that I really need.
Woo.
If I get touched by that for a second, I'm gone. Oh, what? Oh! I missed something. I clearly missed some obvious attack. Oh boy. I might be.
Does he have you up?
He seems like he's gonna. Nope, he teleported away.
Okay, coming.
Oh, now he's trying. Oh god. Oh no,
Okay, that's bad. We lost him.
this is grim. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Nope, I'm down.
Did you get? Okay.
Yeah, I was trying. There's just too much on the screen. I think we were
Yeah.
doing decent, but
We were
just
doing
too much
decent.
on the screen.
I mean-
and
For how tough it was supposed to be, I think we did a pretty good job. I was
Yep.
impressed by it, and that was
Yeah.
a very cool final fight there.
yeah,
Mouse's Blight struck. Oh.
yeah.
I'm-
So I think the other thing is we needed to win harder. Ooh,
Yeah.
but I got some actually decent loot there, so it's not like that was that terrible.
Yeah. Blightbound assassin is now Scarlet. Okay, so yeah, so she got Blight struck. Maybe they made it so you can't be Blight struck until you have another character too, or something. So that there's like a
There are
Backup?
many heroes
I don't know.
out there, lost in the blood.
Cannot be queued
Bring
because
them
of
into
Blight
our
Strike.
fold
Yeah,
and we'll
neat.
stand together against evil.
Neat. I don't know. I'm yeah. There's quite a bit to it that I like for sure.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm actually really digging this trinket system. I want to mess with it more, but I think we have just enough time for one very easy one if there's available.
Let's do it. I'll hit. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
I'm just gonna keep rolling Malboris.
If we're doing very easy, I feel like I want to pull out my new character here. Cooldown reduction, skill. Oops, skill damage, cooldown reduction. I'm gonna be a damage mage. At least, whatever. Plus 200 damage, flat damage to both Titan skills. That's weird. That's cool.
Huh.
Is that the one
Every
you were
time-
talking about?
Yeah. So apparently every time a hero completes a dungeon, they gain a level up to a maximum of 8.
Okay. Huh. Easy, very hard. Well, the easy. Far right one.
Easy. One
Easy.
monster. That should
One
should work.
One monster in the entire dungeon.
Yeah. We just
This
get there
is
and it's
my
just
home.
it's just
He's
like
on
this
the toilet.
old grandma goblin. Just like, welcome, I brought tea, and it's just like mud.
Ooh. Do you see the? It's so good. Do you see the visual on that gravity well attack?
No, I didn't. I'll have to pay
I'll
more
show you.
attention.
I'll show you when it's up. It's pretty dang neat. Here, right here.
Wow. Yep.
Useful.
That actually would be really nice. Because there are definitely a lot of points where the enemies are just a little spread out. Now having them all in one direction would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So how much longer are you trapped in
Useful.
internet limbo?
Oh, if you would
You
ask
don't
me
know?
yesterday, I would say maybe like a couple days. But I got new information today that I may not have internet for the rest of the month and maybe halfway into next month.
What? So is this supposed
Yeah.
to be one of those situations where your house was supposed to be hooked up, but it actually wasn't?
Kind of, basically, yeah.
Ouch.
Like something happened. The other people had internet or something. I thought, but I don't know. I'm getting lied to all over the place. So it's hard to piece together what information's even real.
Charge
Yeah.
But basically, there's contractors who are doing work, and they have until the end of the month to do it. So I sure hope that they're gonna do it, because if they don't, then they have to find another set of contractors, and then it could be 2 months.
I
It
have
could
had
be 2 months. Then.
I have had bad experience with contractors.
Yeah. But we'll see. It could be a week, but probably not. I'm glad that I at least have a workable solution.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah,
would have
that
moved
is-
in the other direction, I wouldn't have family by me, and then there'd be no chance. I'd be toast as hell. I would have to record and then upload from and sit at a coffee shop for 2 hours.
When we moved here, the house that we moved into didn't have it was a terrible house, and I had absolutely whiffed it on picking the place out. Mainly they had all the windows open. We didn't realize.
The crack of bone and rip of muscle
Let's
and the
see.
little screams
Unfortunately-
that follow.
Malboris is once again yelling at me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Shell is not present, so she takes no credit for my goof here. But they had all the windows open, and apparently this was to mask the fact that the house had black mold.
Useful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
So when we actually properly moved in, it smelled awful and super musty, which was wild because it shouldn't have. And so we spent one night there and woke up feeling ill, and so more or less we were no, we can't stay here. We got to go find some other place. And so I was scrambling to find okay, what kind of internet can I get as a de facto homeless person? The answer was actually decent, but I really didn't want to spend my time uploading video, recording awkwardly in like an empty living room, and then uploading in a McDonald's, or I guess not empty living room, in a hotel.
Yeah.
Eventually found a couple of hotels with decent internet, but only for like the first, like until 5 p.m. or something, and then the internet would just go to shit. So I just, it was weird making it work.
Yeah. But, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. McDonald's and all. Yeah, I mean, like, the good news is, yeah, most of the stuff, I'm glad I'm not like FPS, you know, only streamer or something. Or if like, then it would be so much worse. If I couldn't record some stuff offline, it'd be so much tougher.
That's always been one of my major sticking points when I see people that are just going all in on streaming. I'm like, that is the most untenable position you can be in, and I would hate it.
It seems tough, yeah. To have, like, it would just have added so much more stress. Like, the fact that I've been able to just be like, well, I mean, sorry, I can't really stream right now. And it's like, and that's okay. And the fact that
your
I
audience
can
is like, all right, cool, we'll see you whenever.
Yeah. Okay, don't stop Hades, though. Is basically it. Gungeon when, basically. I still don't get that. There was like when it was free on Epic, I got it, and then other than that, I don't get it. It's been nice.
I think it's because after a certain point, anybody that's still watching Gungeon from you is purely just there for you.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought, and they were also like, we want something to play that's not Gungeon. Please show us something. You know, like, so it's like the natural jump was then Neon Abyss, and then it's like, well,
Hades, and probably something else, Noida.
Yeah, Noida.
Have you played Noida, or no, not really?
Yeah. I played a decent amount of Noida. I quote unquote beat it, and then I
I've never beaten it. I just modded it to heck, deleted everything, and then crashed the game so hard that it was non-functional.
Yeah. It seems like the kind of game that's it feels like that's just up the alley.
Yeah, that's what should be the end. Anything else is just not playing right.
The end is the game crashing. The only thing that deters me mostly from Noida is that it seems like proper, like, it's one of those games where you can beat the game, but there's like a true real run to do that actually takes like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start playing that game, everyone's like, do the real ending.
Yep.
Play for 3 hours, like 3-hour episode every day.
Yeah.
It's so untenable. Impossibly untenable.
That's why I cut everything up. Like, even with Hades, it was starting to just wreck me, because all the extra dialogue from the 1.0 was just so much longer.
Yeah.
I can't do hour-and-a-half videos unless somebody pays me for it. And even then, I'm like, you really don't want that. Please don't ask me to do this.
Yeah. There'll probably be some day where I chop them up, but I just can't bring myself to do it yet. So that's why I'm just like very strict with what I choose to make a series on. I'm very
also
strict
true.
with the schedule, very very strict with what I even start, because I'm like Atomic Crops, why did it end? It's long. It's a very long game.
Yep.
Also, there's still not a ton of variety in the runs. There's a lot more.
If they ever add multiplayer to Atomic Crops, I will be the happiest camper with that game, because it feels like it would be perfect having like
it's
one
such a
person.
natural fit.
Yeah, like one or two people hanging out of the farm, farming, and then everybody else, you know, assuming a full 4-man team, just going out and strip mining the world for as much as possible.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love that. Oh, get back to the Great Bow. This gravity well move is my favorite thing that's happened.
Yeah, I will
like
switch to that character.
It's so nice. Like wasn't the move that it replaces, I wasn't even really using. The biggest downside to this character is that the mana orbs, you get them 20% less frequently. That's the biggest downside, which is a bummer. But he's clearly the more damage focused.
But you kind of need that all the same.
Yeah. Also, there's something to be said for the just bringing them all in the same place, the crowd control, it's a big
Yep.
deal too.
Because that makes my stomps like spooky good as opposed to just kind of okay.
It's just pretty too. I just like it. Also, maybe it's just because it's the easy one, but the amount of times I've actually had to heal you is very little. And now here's the bosses, and I have none of my orbs, so I'm gonna eat my words literally immediately. Oh my god, I died!
Just instantly ate the skulls.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be back here. Thank you for the orb. I come in, I heal.
The
Best I can.
oracle's favor.
Oh.
Accept. Bask in the dust. Share the feast. Leave us alone. You've been chosen. Accept this gift.
whoa.
Oh, I cannot heal.
Bask.
Here I get. Oh,
What?
shit. You're out of range. Oh, I shield my. If you're out of range, I shield myself. I
It's
see.
okay. I'll just run in circles for a bit. Never
Yeah,
mind. I'm
that'll
down.
be fine.
This does not look good from our Boris.
Oh, is she getting you? Is she actually getting you? Is she lying?
Nope, she's stupid, but we win.
Okay, more
Just
loot
grab
for
the loot.
me.
Just grab the loot.
Down.
Help a girl
It's
up,
for
would ya?
me.
Down and out.
She's just screaming over here.
Good for Malboris.
Oh. Help a girl up, would ya?
Can we just go for the warp circle?
I am cut down.
Get in.
Down and out.
Yes,
This
I can
does
leave.
not look good for Malboris.
Get-
It's not letting us leave. Fine.
Thank you.
I love how she claws around with her daggers to pull herself forward. Oh,
A good
What a
fight,
goof.
but
Oh,
one
it's
that
so
left
good.
my body tired. I am in need of rest.
yeah, I love that. I love that character. Maybe my new favorite.
Ooh, wow, we got actually good stuff from that. Like way better than the impossible
Oh.
one. Yeah,
Is it just because we won?
maybe.
I mean, the stuff I got was. What did you get that's really good? Because I feel like
I just got a bunch of greens, which I've never gotten as a loot
Oh.
before.
Oh, I've gotten two. I got 2 greens. I think we might get different loot. That
Yeah.
would maybe make sense. All right.
Well, either way, we should probably get you out of the way so Rito Dad
Exactly.
doesn't get mad.
Less blight sickness, more vitality. Huh. Yeah, I'm fascinated by this game. I think it's in a part a game that I feel like I've been looking for a long time. In a way.
We should definitely find a third.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I did poke at Rhapsody and I asked because he's played and I think he's interested in it. I asked, what do you think the ping would be like? And maybe we'll figure out there. But I know we had another thing planned as well.
Yeah, if you ever guys
I am
if you
still
guys ever want to
interested
do a like off recording 10-minute just quick ping test on like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it could. Like, I always have my recording stuff with him on Thursdays. I can always just do it right after that too. Typically,
True.
That's when we ping test the wholesome verse stuff usually too. But all right, I gotta
That makes
head
sense.
out. I gotta make
Yep.
sure I
See ya.
get out in time here. Catch you later.